Hello guys, and welcome back to Supreme Ruler 2030 with our Israel playthrough. In the last episode we declared war on Lebanon, and due to the fact that every AI in the world is just in love with each other, I guess they all had mutual defense with all my allies. So I lost the I don't have 53 allies game. I don't know why you don't remember when I tell you not to include colonies in my allies. Anyway. 41 allies just decided to break their mutual defense with me as a result. So I'm trying to get those back. I sent a bunch of them out. I don't know if I got all of them. I swear to God, like Greece or something broke an alliance with me too. Because I swear that I was allied with them. Maybe I wasn't. But I could have sworn I was. So we're supporting them now, trying to get that back up. But we have a war to fight, more importantly. And I gave the starting orders. Let's go ahead and unpause. I guess it just defaulted to normal speed and see how that starts. We immediately wiped out these garrisons here. They're throwing M113 APCs at me, and what a surprise, my pre-positioned Nameras and Merkavas are more than prepared. The AI, I'm not doing any of this, I just gave land orders, are going ahead and sending stuff to me. Oh look, they encircled these Merkavas. Yeah, I didn't send a lot over there, but we've caught up, it's fine. We're already up to Beirut. So many things are being accepted here. I don't know if I got all of them still. But we got a bunch of mutual defenses. Their navy's over here trying to cause problems, and I have a little teeny tiny bit of a navy, and one of them just got blown up by a missile. Let me guess, both ships? Yeah. One was a tanker. A tanker? Oh, probably a plane. A plane and a ship got blown up, probably by missiles. But my planes and my land units are having a more than fine time, wiping out all their ships that get near me, and otherwise pretty much just pressing up against their capital and another town, and it's pretty safe to say it's obvious where this is going. We have missiles of our own, it would seem. Their capital has been taken. That was pretty simple. I'll move north, I suppose, but I don't think it'll be that big of a deal at this point. I think they've pretty much fallen. Let's go ahead and just speed it up a teensy tiny bit here. And yep, they're done. So we will annex that. And we have taken Lebanon, gained one more production spot. And let's see what else there is to do. So looking at what we took over, there's some mids factories here I would like to get rid of. No, not here. Here? This looks more like it, yeah. Power petrol, power petrol. Cons mid, get rid of this, please. Decommission scrap. Scrap should just be its own button. Almost nobody ever uses destroy. Let's be real. Up here there's a cons mid as well. Let's get rid of that. We don't need any mid anything. Airfield's fine. Everything else is fine, especially that land production. We're not going to repair anything just yet. I believe I got everybody. I just asked Montenegro because I missed them initially when I was sending out requests to get mutual defense back. But I'll keep checking over just in case. As life would have it, it turns out I missed South Korea as well. So we are down to 76.7% treaty integrity. We are still delighted by the world market, and that really matters. Let me show my units again. Where the hell are my units? Here they are. And I think I might just take this directly into an invasion of Syria, quite frankly, because I'm ready to invade them. I'm not quite ready for Jordan, but I am ready to invade Syria, as you can see. So I might just carry this from one invasion to another. This is probably going to have a lot more losses if I just go directly into this. Our military is not actually that big. It's very tiny. And they do have a lot of units. So I don't know if I should, like, put it off a little bit or just go right into it. I don't think it will actually really be that difficult because their capital's right next to the border. Go from one capital to the next and they'll probably lose morale and surrender really quickly. I mean, look, I've been funding their opposition and stuff. They have, like, no approval. The military approval is super low as well. I mean, even Jordan's starting to get fucked up by this, and I'm only funding their opposition. They're just not funding their military. So we're going to go from one war into the next, watch everyone break everything with me again. War declared on Syria, and everyone did not break it with me that time. Greece is not going to like me any better for this, but I'll come around and try to get them after we're done here. Let me slow this down a little bit so we get an idea of what's happening. So they're all just funneling around to their capital, which is understandable. I'm pretty sure our air already kind of knows what to focus on. Oh, we're just pushing right through anyway. Okay, I was gonna send like manual air support, but Wagner Mercenary. They named units Wagner Mercenary? Is this like a pre-done thing? A mercenary infantry, country of origin, Russia. Oh, that's so funny. I got garrisons going down here. They're shooting missiles at my garrisons. Oh, there's like AT in there as well, I suppose. But we took Dimashik, part of it anyway. Oh, Damascus. Why are you writing it Dimashik, you motherfucker? 867 mil for mutual defense with South Korea? Sure. Why not? Yeah, and Montenegro, a bill? Sure. Why not? I really don't care. And just a plane getting destroyed, a garrison getting destroyed. Really nothing too crazy. I think they stepped on this. Yeah, let's send some Merkavas over there to secure that. Otherwise, it's just a festival of slinging ammunition at each other. Yeah, so hilariously, we got World Market military advisors. That's funny. Their units on the capital are pretty much out of ammo already. I assume they probably don't have the military goods to keep up with this. I do, even if our supply on the front is getting kind of drained at certain spots due to the recency of taking it over. It's all pretty much working out fine. They can't push on me, and we are grinding away at them. There's almost no one defending their capital anymore, and anyone nearby is dying rapidly, as we can see. Yeah, so that's taken. We've only lost a couple units, really. A sub, some cheap infantry and other stuff. I think like subs and stuff are getting destroyed by missiles, but still no big deal, really. That was a pretty good securing. Do they have a new capital? Yes, all the way up north, up here at Halab. Well, we're still grinding through their units in this area, and they just keep throwing them at us. The natural tide of the AI is going to be respond to this, and to look, they're getting deleted the moment they encounter us. We're just gonna keep deleting them at this point. Yeah, just planes and ships, that's it. Planes and ships, that's the only thing we ever lose. Everything they have is getting deleted. This is all their production for military right here, and we just took all that. So that was, yep, and then they just surrendered. So there goes that. It just automatically annexed them without asking me, which is kind of weird, because it asked me for the one prior. But yeah, we just took all Syria, plus whatever starts up here that's Syria annexed. That's ours now. We are at 69% treaty integrity and still delighted with the world market. It's hilarious, because when they surrender, I get some of their worse off units here, such as their mercenary infantry from Russia. I get that stuff. So now I just have a bunch of crap. Like, my military has fucking grown, dude. My military has grown because I've just taken over stuff I didn't already have. I got T-54 too. Where the hell did I get that? Add to selection of units. We might just get rid of some of this crap. Either scrap it or sell it. Probably sell it. Because I don't need any of their crappy stuff. I want only my good elite stuff. Except maybe for like AA or something. Oh god, I gotta get rid of this AA. Select all red eyes. Yeah, let's add to selection. Sell those units. What else do we have here? Stingers are okay, but still, we don't really need stingers. We have much better stuff to use. How about just sell all this deployed stinger stuff? Anything I got from them, I pretty much just sold. We're gonna scrap every ind mid we're getting. We're gonna scrap every cons mid that we're getting. Any micros? No, that's good. I'll end up making new factories soon. Now that by this point, yes, my inflation's gone way down because my population has almost 4 times itself. So that's really no problem. We got a research center from Syria. Our military production capacity's gone way up, except for naval. So I will go ahead and I will build some more naval production. I believe right here is where we already have some. Yeah, we already have one. So I'm going to add one more to it so our Navy can keep up with the fact that, you know, we have other stuff as well. Have it match our air production for right now. We might expand it more later. We are not ready to fight Jordan. They're not ready for that. So we're going to not fight Jordan yet. We're going to wait for that to build up, and I'm going to try to get at least mutual defense back with Greece, see if I can use some money to make them like me more. We're going to need some building to get our economy back up to snuff due to how conquering stuff works in this game. So let's go ahead, why don't we? And let's start building a bunch of oil. We haven't taken up too much stuff. Wow, there's no supply out here yet. We haven't taken too much stuff that can be used for oil. No supply. But we do have some stuff. Don't give me that. Bad. I don't want to see that. So I'll build as much of the land oil as I can build right now, because oil will be profitable to sell. Oil will, you know, it'll help reduce the price, make our population happier if we make enough of it. That all sounds good to me. And it shouldn't really be too bad on the budget. Do we have any access to coal mines? No, there's no coal in this region. We'll have to rectify that later. For now, we're going to be a coal importer. Uranium was Jordan, yeah. Power, we're like breakneck even on. We'll need to make some more power eventually. And I have ideas on making it. Definitely have some ideas, because right now, well, actually, we've taken over power. Do we have any new power at all? We actually took over some hydro plants. Not there's any naval turbines. I think we only just took over, like, yeah, more petrol and some hydro. So the only thing using a resource is still just oil, and that's fine. There's some other things I am tempted to build as well. For example, I've been going around this whole time, and I show units, and I've been claiming these offshore locations. Well, I could go ahead and start building the oil there. It wouldn't be the most profitable thing in the world. Each of these complexes is actually fairly costly to maintain, so I should be using them. Because as I get more land oil, the prices of them won't really matter as much anyway. And we could not only now put oil on them, for example, oil derricks, which are, you know, expensive, but we can also make more use of this by going ahead and putting naval turbines on. Because if we put naval turbines, these are actually cheaper annual maintenance and overall cost than hydro is for the same amount of power. The only thing about it is that you need to have an oceanic complex, and oceanic complexes are expensive. But if I can get, you know, if I already have these, and because I'm going to get oil on them anyway, then naval turbines are just like a no-brainer. Because if I use naval turbines, technically speaking, I'm getting more out of the hex, and it's going to help me solve a problem resource as well, while also kind of helping me with a resource that, while it's not quite problematic considering how much oil gas I'm going to be making, as we integrate this population more and more, inflation's going, you know, down and down. It's actually started going back up a little bit. Their needs are going to go up as their wealth goes up. They're going to want more access to oil, etc., etc. And so we'll have this anyway, no matter what, because this is the only one of these conquests I plan on doing for a while is Lebanon, Syria, and then ending with Jordan to kind of bulk us up over here. And then I want to go looking for different resources. Also, I don't know if I pointed this out already, but as we can see in Ukraine, the Spanish have showed up with a bunch of units. I saw a lot of them coming back already. Yeah. The Spanish have shown up with a fuck ton of units. So now there's offensive Spanish units. So Ukraine is even more stuff to RD from behind. RD behind? I don't know. Everyone's trying to sell me indie goods now that I'm using so many, and I really am. I have one indie goods production facility. All of these deals I'm getting offered are technically good deals. I will have to expand my indie goods production. I will have to expand my consumer goods production, because indie goods especially, like, we can make some money on this. It's actually probably a pretty good idea to make. Oh my god, our GDP per capita is down to 36,842. It's gone down like crazy. Holy shit. Well, I definitely want to invest in raising it. I guess it's because I've conquered such, you know, I guess comparatively poor nations, but still. Wow. In SRU, that did not happen. Like, ever. I've never seen that happen in SRU. So that's new, I guess. Hopefully that doesn't screw up our finances. Because wouldn't that suck to learn? We've already learned that only high GDP nations are maintainable. Wouldn't it suck to learn that if you warmonger, unless you warmonger against the richest nations, it'll just destroy your GDP so much that you'll spend so many years recovering that you cannot warmonger at all? I found a C pier here, so we definitely... I hate this new menu, so confusing. We definitely want to get rid of that. How the fuck do I get rid of it? Resume construction? I don't want to resume construction. I want to scrap it. Why is it so hard to interact with things in 2030 compared to SRU? I do not understand. But scrapping C pier. C pier is expensive for no reason. A lot of the indie complexes for finishing the oil gas fields are finishing. Look, our troops are like, we must defend the oil. The new facilities. Oh, hey, I guess I missed one of these guys somehow. Sell. Get out of here. Light infantry. Sell. Get out of here. How did I miss you? Guess there were just some that I missed, and that's it. Oh, and hey, the Iton 8x8. We've unlocked this. This is our, like, next APC. It can go 1.5 times faster, a good bit farther, Let's see, what else? Offensive stats are similar, but it has better heart attack. Let's see, the maintenance is far lesser than the Nemera. The defense is higher, except in the case of ground defense. The close defense is higher, the air defense is higher. Better all around. It has a higher profile. Lower values more easily spotted, so it's stealthier. Yeah, this is just like better in every way. And it's amphibious, it's just not NBC protected. So we are going to exclude this. We're not going to make any more Nemeras. Why are we building a normal Nemera? Are we building a normal Nemera? Why are we building it? No! Do not build a normal Nemera. Why are you building a normal Nemera for? Just build the Itans at this point. We don't need anything else. And we're also researching Nemera Mark II. Oh, that's a recon. That makes sense. Just shared things, really. We also have the Wicked, so those old ATs we were using are pretty much irrelevant now. We have so many trades. Yeah, and they're all for indie goods. Every single one of them. Okay, if it's equal value... Wait, have we fucked up the market that much yet? No, we haven't. No equal value. If it's anything of lesser value, it's pretty much worth taking. So I'll take it. We are still making tons of money. If you exclude like trades and stuff. So to keep my population happy, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to move low income to the middle of the bar, which as you see is not having the income that I get from it. Because that'll make my population way happier, way richer as well, so they'll spend more on trading. And with our mixed GDP now, that would be a pretty decent way to stoke the economy. Honestly, it's recovering really quickly. Like, we have almost 50% movements up and down, and yet our inflation percentage was not nearly as high to justify that. So I'm starting to think these numbers are completely arbitrary in 2030. They were not in SRU, but they seem completely arbitrary. They still matter, but they seem to be arbitrary in their actual displayed value. Oh, this is funny. American Galaxy planes have shown up to deliver supplies. Only the planes. I don't think they're sending, like, land units, but they are sending planes, which is hilarious. Panama and Norway keep selling me indie goods. I'm on the verge of not accepting Panamas anymore because... well, it's tiny, it doesn't really matter. And also, they're not giving me nearly as good of a deal as, say, Norway is. Our economy's going up again at a decent pace. We are doing more than fine in our money. In fact, our money is just, like, going up. So we definitely want to get ready to just build the rest of this stuff. Now that we'll have supply, we're going to want to start building to... why is this invalid? Is it because it's on a town? I guess so. And the rest of this, I think, is like oceanic complex type stuff, just due to its location. Anywhere else that can have land oil, we'll take. Is this an oceanic complex kind of thing? No. Why can nothing be built here? Just because it's a river? Just river's bad? Is that what this is? Why is it not showing the... oh, there it is. I was like, where's the terrain? And there's supply here, I just can't build here. So I guess river's bad. You can never build anything on rivers. Okay, that's sad. Found another unit we missed. Probably something that was like in reserves and then came out of reserves. We're going to sell it. I'm buying indie goods from America now, from Indonesia now. I bought another tech from America. Ooh, not declare war. Hello. I bought another tech from America, so we've gotten all the warfare techs they can currently give us. Might be like a non-tradable somewhere in the line there. We have 5 research slots now. Really? Oh, we were going to have like 4. Where the hell is all this stuff? Where's the research in here? Is that under defense? Where'd you hide it, Battle Goat? Where'd you hide my research? I don't know where it is now. Urban? It's in urban. Let's see where all these are. Tel Aviv, yeah, that makes sense. Damascus. Okay, so we actually got 2 research centers from taking over Syria. We got 2 more slots that we now have to fill in. We have access to a bunch more subs we can research. There's like an Israeli nuclear sub, and then there's just like a more generic one spread across multiple nations. The generic one is really worse and more expensive. Its main thing is just that it can basically fit nukes inside of it. We're not going to need that, so I'm not going to take that. And then we got 2 closer range ones. Both of them are kind of shared. One's 2019 and one's 2028. I'm just going to take the 2028 one. It's probably better than what we have, and it is pretty good. Still don't really see a point for any carriers. They're all worldwide designs anyway. Neither transports, and we haven't really gotten access to any new missile designs that we would want to go after. Anything else that I haven't gotten already is kind of just a worldwide thing that I didn't see as being necessary. But at this point, we're gonna have to start throwing things like non-tradables into the queue, like this. Increased power usage, less fuel consumption. Not that we'll have a problem with that. And then it leads to less fuel consumption overall for vehicles. Probably throw those in there. Probably. Let's just start with this one. Just so it's in there. There's refit to nuclear, which would just make nuclear more efficient. But we don't use that. We don't have that, so there's really no point. Healthcare bonus, yeah, throw that in there. And all of these are helpful. All of them, we're going to get all of them on the list there. Because they're all non-tradables. We will need to research them, so we will. I'm going to get all of our normal dolphins upgrading to the next dolphin sub. Because we got the next dolphin sub at this point, so we're going to use it. We've gotten some ships as well. That much is very clear to me that we've gotten some ships. I'm just going to start accruing naval engineers because honestly, paying the maintenance of naval engineers is a lot cheaper than actually paying the maintenance of these complexes. And now that I have so many of them in the Mediterranean, I want to wait until I use them because this is all the free ones in the Mediterranean. Wait till I use them before I go seeking more and elsewhere. I don't really know where I'll send them. I guess places that are just covered in NATO dudes that would defend me. Or just like way out of the way where nobody would ever really get involved in. I've been just going with whatever's closer to me. I'm so fucking confused. My oil things are starting to finish and now places are trying to sell me oil for extremely cheap prices. Like below my production cost, which is below the world market cost. So I guess I'll take those because even if I don't use them, I can resell them for an amazing profit. Don't know why I wouldn't take that. And then now that we're positive on oil, the domestic prices will start coming down. That much is just a given. Our inflation is back up to 1.1%, still going up. I am pretty much ready to declare my next war. Also, we got the alliance with Greece, so that's all nice and dandy. But I want to let the rest of this stuff build and try to settle in my economy a bit more before I declare this next war. We can afford to just keep opposing them and just wait until we're ready because look at my finances are doing amazing, even if you account for those trades. Trades which are going to get more and more positive, theoretically, as more and more of these oil things finish. I'm trying to sell me consumer goods. Trying to sell me indie goods. Yeah, we should go ahead for sure. For sure, because we don't make nearly enough of this stuff. And make some more indie goods. Not really confident where I should make this stuff. We have some power plants here. Where is the one indie good that we do have? Oh, was this not even on our territory? It wasn't. It wasn't even on our territory. Because this is Lebanon. I think I'll take this Demona here. And we might start putting some there. Or somewhere else that already has one. Like, I want to keep as much of this stuff as possible in the loyal territory of Israel. So I have a loyalty map open. Because if we don't, we could get, theoretically, some debuffs for not having enough loyalty in some of these places. And honestly, I don't know how the fuck you get loyalty up. I don't think you can. I don't think there's a way to get loyalty up. There's also other spots open, like anywhere that we put agriculture over here is a spot where we could build factories because there's nothing else we could put there, which makes it a perfect place to put factories, in fact. So that might actually also be another good idea. So indie goods factory, let's say right here where this agriculture is, we put one. How much are we using for non-construction purposes anyway? Let's see. Reading this is so much more difficult than reading the screen in SRU. From what I'm reading here, the one plant we have pretty much almost or exactly covers what we use in production of consumer goods and military goods. So building another one would be fine. I'm going to build two though. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just fill up this hex. Why not? Just fill that hex up with that. Because we're also going to end up building more consumer goods at some point. Because right now we are just so fucking reliant on income, like imports, now that we have taken on so much more population, and this could just be a good way to stimulate our economy. A profitable way? No. But we still sell it based on our production price, not on our world market price. So I could build a couple of these too and do pretty well. How much would we need here? We only have one. Look how many we need. That's a lot. 4 times, let's say 5,000. Still wouldn't really cover that. But I'll just fill this hex up right next to it with consumer goods factories. We'll just get both of those up to a healthy 5 and then expand from there after we get a good look at it. At the end of the day, we're going to have to spill over into territory that's not loyal. There's not enough room in Israel. Oh my god. So this happens. This has been happening lately. Someone like Jordan will fly over, someone like Egypt will fly over, they keep like violating my airspace, and then everybody fucking goes to start a riot over it. It keeps happening, and I lost one plane over it earlier, which is not that big of a deal, actually. I am tempted to say to simply not intervene. Like, don't go meet them, and it's fine. But I also kind of don't care at the same time. I think it's kind of cool. It's not profitable, but it's cool. Oh yeah, and also for goods, I've had like 1 or 2 military goods factories this whole time. I think 2. Just normal ones. Yeah, that's 2. That were ours. And they've been producing. During wartime, they get really stressed, but I've just not been selling any military goods, just making my own, which is apparently cheaper than buying it, but I wonder if that's just because I'm not selling any. SRU had a bug where it displayed that number incorrectly if you weren't selling anything. So that might be what's happening there. Regardless, my stock's only going up. It maintains these small little wars we do, so I don't really see an issue. Oh yeah, and after that, we got a KDR of this, even with, like, half of these deaths actually happened when we weren't even at war. But 15 deaths of units, 218 kills, 7,000 manpower losses with inefficiency, while letting the AI do a bunch of stuff. I just went ahead and bought 2 more techs from America, only to see that Panama and the Georgia Republic have made an alliance, so that's crazy. We're still launching satellites, by the way. Look at our satellites here. We've got 2 of each of these satellites up. We don't have any missile defense satellites. Those don't really exist for us yet, but we got 2 transportation techs from America. I'm between like wanting to build stuff and wanting to purchase tech. We're already building a lot of stuff, I think, still. Yeah, there's some oil gas fields still being made. We're building some new factories, and I do want to continue to stimulate the economy before we do another war. I want to recover our GDP, because our GDP is our money in this game. The game's so poorly balanced that like a player cannot survive with low GDP. Only an AI can, which I'm pretty confident, after much observation and testing, that it's because the AI cheats now. And if it didn't already, it's just like really noticeable now. Oh, the Brits are here. The Brits have decided to go to Ukraine now too. It's hilarious. It's hilarious how this just keeps happening with more and more and more of them. It's also hilarious still how ridiculously overpowered the T-14 Armada is in this game. Like, it is broken. In SRU, it was pretty strong, and I loved it for that. But oh my god, dude, it could destroy, like, anything that gets close to it. It just can't survive shots from afar. Forever. And I'm just going around, just still accepting things. Our economy right now is still growing, but very slowly, because I'm not building new things. And I've just been prioritizing spending this time purchasing new technologies every now and again from America. Well, like this one's really cheap, but I just go around and I just throw something in, get like maybe 5-6 bill, go ahead and purchase that and add to my collection of technology. It's delaying another invasion and it's delaying building up more, but woo, you got picky there. But it's getting us more tech because, you know, America won't just give us research sharing or research cooperation. They want to charge us like 300 bill for it. So I'm just buying what I can and advancing us. I did throw the Dagger Strike, that drone, that tactical bomber, close air target into the research queue as well. I'm keeping an eye out for new things popping up, and occasionally there's stuff, but here's some new stuff, but it's worldwide stuff, which is really bleh. Oh, but this looks really cool. The Hema Atlos, an Israeli anti-tank. This looks really, really cool. I'm actually going to throw that on the research for sure. It needs military weapons advances, and that's a non-tradable. Sounds good to me. Yeah, throw that bitch on there. We definitely want that. And a ceasefire was signed with Ukraine. So this is going to be the final border of Ukraine. Russia took this stuff. I think they might have lost some stuff up here. Yeah, they took more than they lost, but this war is finally over. Oh my god, probably because the Russians and Ukrainians haven't done much fighting. It's been like entirely foreign. I'm sorry, is this Tunisian? I told you, everybody has mutual defense with everybody. It's absolutely ridiculous, but that's it. That war is over, and this episode is over because we're out of time. So I hope you guys are enjoying. We just finished 2 invasions, and we're going to keep building up and then getting ready for the next one. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.